Hey DNA fam, welcome back to the channel. So today I decided that I wanted to film a little postpartum video for you guys and give you guys some updates as to where I'm at, how I'm healing, products that I've been using since I left the hospital, and just what I've been doing just to take care of myself after I've had a baby. So it's been almost 6 weeks that I've been home with the baby. So I'm gonna be telling you guys how it's been going, showing you some products I've been using in like the first 2-3 weeks that I've been home. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into the video. I'm gonna mention 2 things right now that I don't have because I've used it all up. So I've used these Frida Mom Ice Packs, and I'll put a picture of what they look like. I was using those, and then I was also using Depends adult diapers, so I'll also put a picture of that. And I highly recommend these 2 products. Frida Mom has a postpartum kit. It's like over $100 or something like that. Personally, I didn't get it. I kind of just got separate Frida Mom products, but if you wanted to get the whole kit, I'm pretty sure it would be like the best thing, but I didn't do that. So those are the 2 products that I don't have because I completely used them all up. So yeah, when I came home from the hospital, my nurse gave me like a pack of she gave me so many of these. She was like, here's your Victoria's Secret underwear, and I'm just like, what? And I didn't realize she was giving me little underwear short things. So these are kind of useful. I didn't really use this too much, honestly. I was mainly using the adult diapers because those are really convenient and really comfortable. But if you wanted to use this, like what they give you from the hospital, you honestly can, because these are comfortable. I've used them like once or twice, but I haven't used it. Like I saw a bunch more. But yeah, these are nice. This is gonna be a whole category of just stuff. So this is fiber supplement. You need this. You 100% need this. After you give birth and even during pregnancy, you can get constipated, and it's not fun at all. So definitely take your fiber, take your stool softeners and laxatives, whatever you need. Make sure you have everything because it's just not fun, especially your first poop after you give birth. It's not fun. It's really not fun. So definitely, just do everything you can just to make sure that it's gonna go as smoothly as possible. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. If you're having a baby, they're probably gonna send you home with like Tylenol or maybe Motrin. That's literally all they're gonna give you after you give birth. But honestly, like, it kind of works, like, surprisingly enough. The only time, I think the Motrin is for cramps. The only time I got cramps was when I was pumping, and like when you're breastfeeding, your uterus contracts, so that's why you would get cramps. But for me, that only lasted like 2 days. So I didn't really use my Motrin. I've been using Tylenol, and I take like 2 of these, and this is extra strength. So they might send you home with this, they might not. They might just tell you to take Tylenol or Motrin. Definitely make sure you have this because you don't want to be in pain. Some more stuff that I used after I came home were these Tucks medicated cooling pads. They're with witch hazel. These kind of helped a little bit, honestly. I didn't really use this too much. There's still like a whole container's worth of them. I don't know if I really recommend it. I mean, they're kind of nice, they're cooling, they have witch hazel, and I know that's supposed to be good for like healing down there and stuff, but I didn't use it too much. But what I would do, so I'm gonna tell you my setup of what I would do. So I would use the adult diaper, and then I would either use one of these or both of these. This is the Dermaploss Topical Anesthetic, and this is hydrocortisone. So they gave me these at the hospital, and I purchased, I think I purchased both of these again because I ran out. So definitely recommend these if they give them to you at the hospital because they work really well for itching and just pain and whatever else. So definitely recommend these. But I would put these on the adult's diaper. I would put either some of these, like 1 or 2 of these. If I didn't use that whole setup, I would just put the ice pack, and maybe I would put these on the ice pack. And so yeah, and then pretty much every time that you go to the bathroom or when you are just changing your pad or whatever, use Dermaploss. They sent me home with these, but I bought an extra one and I still have like so much left. So I didn't mention, but when you get home from the hospital, you might or may not be bleeding a lot. I only bled for maybe like 3-4 days that I was home, like heavily, and then it kind of just went down to like spotting. So you can switch over to like regular pads, or you can use I was using thick ones because I just wanted to like use them all up, but the thick ones really help. You could also lay it on the what is it called, the Depends underwear, and you can use your thick pads, you can use these pads, and then just dispose of them and whatnot. But definitely recommend you stock up on your pads. Another thing from Frida Mom that I got is the Perry bottle. I honestly 100% recommend this. The one that they give you from the hospital, I'll show you guys right now, or I'll show you guys in the next clip of what it looks like. This one is just so much more superior than that one is, because it's like obviously angled, so you can kind of like, there's still water in here, you can kind of like, you know, spray at an angle and it'll be really helpful. The other one is just straight and you can't really like get it where it needs to go. So definitely recommend this. It all looks like this. As you can see, it's unopened. I did not use it, but it looks like this. And honestly, who's gonna be, no, get something that you can freeze, like and it's reusable. I've been using this even now, but just make sure you have like something that can cool you down there. Another thing that I recommend is waist trainers, belly bands, all that kind of stuff. This one I had pre-pregnancy, but I kind of it's too big. Even when I was using this pre-pregnancy, it was too big for me, and now that I'm kind of back down to my pre-pregnancy waist size, it's too big. So at first I used a belly band to first like support, and then I went on to this, and now I got a new one today. So I'll show you guys what that looks like in the next clip. He just woke up. Oh, the baby. Oh, the baby so hungry. It's really bright. I'm so sorry, guys. He's so hungry. Okay, I'll be right back. Some of you guys asked me some questions, so I'm gonna answer some of them. And then I'm gonna just get into some general questions that maybe you guys might have had but didn't ask, about like my labor and delivery and all that kind of stuff, and postpartum. So let's get into it. So first question is, what are my thoughts on the expectations versus realities of birth? So honestly, like, because I had the epidural, I think my birthing labor experience was 10 times better. And by that I mean like physically pushing the baby out was a lot better. I didn't think I was going to do so well. I pushed the baby out in like 30 minutes, and I was pushing really well, so that's kind of why it was pretty fast. It doesn't feel like 30 minutes because obviously you're not really like timing yourself, but it went by really quick for me. But I honestly didn't expect to know what to do, especially because they tell you that when you have an epidural, you can't feel your contractions, you can't feel when you're pushing or how you're pushing, so it's a lot harder to kind of push. I feel like if I had like a birth plan and like had wanted everything set out and like had all these expectations, like it would feel different for me. Like I would have like this, oh, like what I expected versus reality, like I would have like that experience, but I don't feel like that because I feel like I didn't really go into it thinking like, oh, I want it to, I'm expecting so much from this, I'm expecting like a whole big thing, versus like the reality of it. Like no, like I didn't have any expectations, honestly. Another question was, did labor hurt? Honestly, in the beginning, the contractions, get out of here. The contractions, I didn't really feel them because as soon as I got transferred over to my private room, I immediately pretty much got the epidural. My water broke and I just got the epidural. I didn't feel any of the contractions. I wasn't in pain. I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna get the epidural because if the pain comes, I don't want to be in pain. So I just got it pretty much right away. And so I wasn't really feeling any of the contractions up until when I started to get to 6-7 centimeters probably, is when I kind of started feeling them in my left leg because my epidural wasn't flowing to my left leg, which really sucked. And like it wasn't terrible, but it definitely hurt. And I feel like it was, I feel like if I didn't have the epidural, it would be a lot worse because the pain literally goes from like your waist down your whole leg. For me at least, it literally went down my whole leg. And you would think that, okay, you're giving birth, like the pain is in a localized area. No, like it went down my whole leg. Like the contraction, I literally felt it like down my whole leg. And I would tell the nurse, like, I need this epidural to like go down my leg, like it hurts, like I can't. But every time I would try and flip over to make the epidural like go down that leg, my baby's heartbeat would literally just drop. So I couldn't do that, and so I basically just had to go without the epidural on my left leg, which was good because I also felt when the contractions were coming, which made me push. So it is what it is. How would I rate the postpartum experience out of 10? Postpartum, honestly, is probably gonna be, like, my postpartum experience is probably like a 5 out of 10, just because I feel like a lot of things were just happening to me that I kind of just had to get through, and I was just like, this is so much fun. While taking care of a newborn, while trying to take care of a newborn, it's really hard because you're trying to take care of yourself, and then it's like you're so useless some of the times that you kind of feel like really bad because you're not as involved. I think by like week like 2-3 is when I actually started to feel like myself. So I think I'm gonna end the video there because I don't know, I really have nothing else to talk about. I think I answered some of the questions. If you guys have more questions, honestly, just DM me on Instagram or something, or I don't know, leave a comment down below what other questions you guys might have, and I'll be happy to answer it because it's just an experience that is so unforgettable. It's low-key forgettable because I was like off magnesium, and they really do, like, when they say that you forget the pains of labor, like, and just the whole experience of being in the hospital, like, it's such a blur. It is such a blur. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's video, which I hope you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that is. Say bye, baby. Say bye, baby. Bye, guys.
I'm like, oh shit, I've been through